Having a homestead to allow complete freedom to live off the land and animals is not easy. A couple of 100 years ago, people had to face incredible hardships to build a life. They had no choice because survival was ingrained in them from birth. They grew all their food, had to go to the nearby stream with buckets for all their water consumption and bathing, and figure out how to stay warm through terrible winters. There was a constant threat of disease, fear of being killed by wild animals, and incredible loneliness from being isolated on hundreds of miles of open land. In modern day, people have become lazy. Most people don't have to work sun up to sundown outside in the scorching sun or in the dead of winter for their families to be fed. Instead, we purchase all of our food from grocery stores, rely on the water company to always have water when you turn on the faucet, and depend on electricity for heating and cooling. The worry in the past has been about how to stay fed, how to stay warm, and how to stay alive. Today, people have too much ease, too much comfort, and too much spare time. When we want something, we just click a button on our phones and it arrives at our doorstep. Fortunately, with the Plandemic, as I like to refer to it, many people are beginning to go back to the old ways, where we rely on ourselves instead of others for everything needed for survival. Many are starting to see the grocery store prices surge. They are starting to see how unhealthy processed foods or even store-bought produce really is. And they are starting to follow the money trails and see just how big businesses are not in our best interest. As homesteaders, we want a plot of land, a home of our own, good health, a community we are a part of, hope for our children, and a life filled with meaning and purpose. It's the same as what our ancestors wanted, but we must work really hard to beat a system that has trained us to rely on others. We must slow down, reconnect with others, get out of our mind, and find inner peace with being one with our land and animals. My husband and I chose to homestead for many reasons. The uncertainty of how the world is right now is one reason we homestead. When anyone chooses a homesteading lifestyle, they are going against the mainstream culture. We realized we were in a culture addicted to digital screens, smart devices, and reliant upon others for food and water. We went to the grocery store for food. We drank the water from our tap, never realizing that could all be taken away at some point. That was the catalyst that jump-started our homesteading lifestyle. However, we have learned through all the trials and tribulations of all the back-breaking work that we are better for it, better individuals because it's healthy both physically and mentally. Sunsets mean more. We are thankful for rain. We are grateful for livestock that provide us with so much, and we can truly lift our head and be closer with nature. We hope you have enjoyed this video. This is an excerpt from a book I am working on currently. This book should be available in bookstores very soon. Please continue to help us help you by liking, sharing, and subscribing.